What's going on, y'all? I think it's important that I mention that it's a lot of us conscious people can make more of a effort in helping our melanated people rise above the level in which we've been placed. And what I mean by that is we've been placed in a position to where it's hard for communities of people of melanated texture to get jobs, assistance, transportation, housing. There's a lot that we can do in networking and connecting who has the resources to be able to do the things that's necessary to build and stabilize us as a whole. In what way can you help out? Ask yourself. You knowing what you can do and what you're able to do, try to assist somebody. Reach one, teach one. I was telling you guys about my belief system, my concept on polygamy. And I still stand firm on that ideology, that belief that I think that we all can come together and help in helping black women and helping men. There's a form of a polygamy where women, you can have two men, two mates. There's different versions of polygamy. And I suggest that you do your research, because just as we know we have women who's in need of assistance and help, and a lot of times even relationships happen to have that problem areas where one person cannot provide in areas where one partner may not be suitable at. So instead of creating a potential problem, because ask yourself, how many relationships have we had where right off the dope, right off the flat, where a person might say, well, I'm able to satisfy you this area. Sometimes you don't find out till you actually happen to be intimate with your partner. So a lot of relationships tend to fall by the wayside because maybe that person might not be orally satisfying or stimulate a woman sexually with penetration. And if children are watching this, I recommend that you don't watch this. But as far as education is very important. If it's going to stop from fornication, if it's going to stop from cheating, I think that relationships should work together and being able to come together to be able to fill in those gaps and fill in those holes, bullet them points that can be worked on. Is sex important? Sex is very important in a relationship, because you have a lot of people who cheat because they're not being gratified. Mental stimulation, sexual gratification, all that take into a factor. Financially, he or she may not be able to bring what they could bring to the table. This is why it's important to be able to merge and come together. You understand? We don't have not one finger, but that thumb represents something more. That thumb and these fingers coming together to form something powerful as far as networking and coming together. And when we all come together, we can make a big stand as far as helping to be strong as a community. And I recommend, if you're interested in something on this nature, get to know the person foremost. Talk to your spouse. Everything is essential within communication. You have to be able to communicate. Dialogue is important. So I think a lot of relationships tend to fall by the wayside because ones are either shy in areas or not alpha enough and too beta enough. But there has to be a mutual. A man might be the head, but the women are the neck, a great woman said. And the neck is very supportive, and the head ain't jack without that neck. So women are strong. So it's important that we know that we have dualities, pairs in life. And that's why it's important that you have to be able to pair up. So if you have any questions, get those answers. Do your research. Find out more about what is compatible and what's right for you. Because what's right for me don't necessarily have to be right for you. I'm just speaking truth to life. I think throuple, I think triad, I think polygamy is important. And I think we need to get back to the roots of things. Know thyself is very important, because once you know from whence you came, you can understand from where you're going. Not from whence you was told and placed in a circle. When in that circle, there's another circle outside that circle, and it's a bigger circle circumference when you only place the one margarine. Open your eyes, see more, learn more, in order to be a lot more in life. Because you understand that word more, M-O-O-R, is very strong, and it means something to people of Moorish descent. And understand, we taught civilization as well as Caucasians our ways. So let's see what we can do. What can you do to support your community and help the uplifting of men and women all around the world? Just breathing on the microphone. 1.